candle looks real bad. Right into the bearish retest.
Oh shit, Namas.
Yeah, we could see a house show maybe.
All right, we are live. Not financial advice, yada yada yada. Hello, everybody. It's your boy KJ here with my colleagues, partners in crime, Mr. Stillman and Xavi, and some other people in the Dojo Lounge. If you follow me on Twitter and you want to get involved in the conversation, I just shot out a link, and the link does have access to this Discord. So we kind of do like, I guess it's like talk radio. So like if you wanted to comment or get involved, you would join the link. And, you know, obviously you need to be following me on Twitter. But that's about enough of an introduction. Yeah. So, Stillman, Xavi, you guys can continue what you were discussing, right? You were talking about Badger. Eh?
Yeah. I mean,
pull it up. Sorry about that. The fuck? Huh.
Okay.
Is it 480p? Is it? What's up, guys? Yeah, I don't know. Something's definitely up with my interest. It's super weird. Like, I upgraded it, and I'm telling you, I fucking hate Verizon Fios. Verizon is the biggest scam there is. Like, that shows how important branding is. Like, because people associate Verizon with the best. I don't know about you, but I've had nothing but bad experiences with Verizon on multiple fronts, be it cell phone or fucking internet in the house. And anytime, like, when I set up internet, like, I'll be like, yeah, like, give me the most expensive one you have. I want good internet. And as soon as I make that upgrade, it gets worse. It's happened to me multiple times. I fucking hate Verizon. I hate them. That's like they're the biggest scam. I'm really not a fan. Anyway, sorry. I don't know if anyone can even hear me. I don't know what's going on. You guys can hear me. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have BTC up. I guess we'll start by talking about BTC because the title is Asia dumping Bitcoin a thing? Derp, derp, derp. Is the bull market over? Kind of the theme. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know the answer. But what I do know is when the majority of this run here from like 20K to 40, like Asia was like pumping every fucking night, right? So when they stop pumping and start dumping, obviously, you know, you need to pay attention to that. Like we were just waking up to like 5% gains like every day. Like it felt like it wasn't obviously every day, but there were plenty of significant pumps overnight that you just kind of woke up and Bitcoin had already broken out of the bull flag on low time frames. So obviously for like the past week, there had been some, you know, some dumping. As soon as the daily close would happen, they would dump. And, you know, yesterday we had a low put in and it was pumped overnight, but I think that low came at like a very strategic level. It wasn't like, you know, it would have been kind of odd to see it continue dumping without a bounce yesterday, in my opinion. And looking at the structure here, here you have the 200 daily moving average, and we were trading this live in the dojo, and Stillman and I both, Stillman, and you can, I don't know if you want to share, but you can show what you saw on from your side, but I was watching this, and you can't really tell from this candle, it just looks like the wick hit, but it broke below, and then on the 1 minute came exactly up to this level and got rejected like very promptly. And already this is a nasty bull trap structure anyway. So as soon as the 4 hours, so this one broke below, then it retested here and rejected for a second time, or actually rejected the first time. My apologies, but that was my signal that like, hey, this looks like this can get ugly quick and kind of go to like maybe 32, 31. Ended up running deeper than that. So now that we've tapped 29. I mean, I'm watching this MA kind of closely from just like a price structure and candle structure perspective. To me, you have your neckline right here as well. So this is going to be like a critical area. If you don't get, if it doesn't even make it up there, and this bear flags and then breaks below like here, like I would say, if you start to get below like 305 or 30,005, that's real bearish. I think you'd be looking at, now you're looking down here anywhere, potentially 25.9, 26. That's really the area that I'd be looking for if this low were to go 26, and that's an area where you really can kind of jump on and take some risk. But when you're looking at this, you're just seeing, if you look on the 1 hour, but you're just having a series of bear flags. So here, bear flag breaks down, bear flag. I'll just draw it like this: bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag. And now this has the potential to be a bear flag as well. So just be careful. You need to see this breakout above. It would invalidate this bear flag right here, cross back over the 200-day moving average, cross over the neckline. If it goes above this level, like that's pretty fucking bullish in my opinion. So I would keep an eye on that. I'm not certain that would happen. In fact, this would be a good area. Like if you were one of those people that when Bitcoin was under 30K, you felt yourself saying, shit, should I sell to Tether? Should I go to USD? My answer was, this is not the time. It's not the time. We just pulled back, 10 grand. Now you want to go to USD. You didn't take profit over 40. Like what's going on? You didn't take profit in the high 30s. Now you want to sell? Like you just can't. It's not a great thing. You really want to be buying spot on a move like that because you're really selling support. If we were to go up here and you found yourself, you were just balls deep and you got really nervous yesterday, even if it breaks through, this area is a good place to take some profit if you haven't already. And it doesn't mean you have to completely exit the market, because if it goes through, then you're not gonna know what to do. You'll be paralyzed, and this will shoot through up here, and you still won't buy. You'll end up buying 50K, and then eating a retrace. So you don't need to sell everything, but when you zoom out and look at the daily, obviously this is extremely bullish. I've compared it to kind of like this move that we saw. It has a similarity to 2017 May, and we can look at that in a bit and see if really that makes sense. But I do see it where Bitcoin went to 32K and then retraced to 18. That was pretty fucking scary. Kind of similar, and Bitcoin had already been running from 1,000 and below, even from the hundreds up to 3,000. So it was on a crazy tear. Percentage wise, a similar magnitude, if not stronger back then, and then does almost a 50% retrace and still ends up completely breaking out, and bull market continues. But when I look at this, you have your high and then a dump, sharp dump with volume, mind you, and we need to look at all exchanges to see what that volume really represents. But at least on Binance, the volume was large. On other exchanges, I saw it being large. And then you bounce and you get your complacency shoulder here. And if you guys tuned into this stream last week with Blunts, we were here on that stream, maybe in this candle. And what was it, Wednesday the 13th? One of these, we were either in the red candle or somewhere down here. It was coming out of this, and I think every one of us, Stillman, myself, Xavi, Blunts, we all said, yeah, this is coming back. And it was just a matter of how high it was going to go. I was looking for around here. And I said, if it gets up here and it stalls and doesn't break through, that's a very dangerous setup for longs. I've seen that happen plenty of times. When you have a high, you get the dump and then you bounce. This is a complacency shoulder. And we've now dumped. We've made a lower low. So now we're watching to see what it does. And it's okay to not know what's going to happen, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen all the time. But in my opinion, if this, see now on the way up, we've been making bull flags. Breakout, bull flag, breakout. If this manifests as a bull flag, you're going to see this level get touched. And then that's where I'll really, based off of how price behaves there, if you get it, then I'll have a better sense of what's going to happen here. But if you don't get it, and this is just another bear flag, yeah, that's pretty bearish in the short term, as well as, it's going to have to do something to prove itself. But then I would be looking for 26K. So I don't know, Stillman, if you or Xavi want to add any thoughts to BTC here, or want to share screen, you're perfectly welcome to. But that's my take.
Something I want to point out, because it absolutely amazed me when it played out, was how Chris called this whole BTC move in advance. Like, it was absolutely spectacular in my opinion. And I actually pulled up his charts over the past days, so I could share that real quick. Like, it's not a prediction; it's more like and Chris told us so. But I think that was so good.
Dude, Chris has been on the money with BTC. Like,
yeah. I really wanna show you guys, and also he made this indicator that he put on TradingView, like, for everybody to use, which he used in smaller ranges. And then, like, when he anticipated what was coming, he recalibrated it to a larger bull market dump range, to that like 31%, and it hit absolutely perfectly. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Cool. Captain Crypto, what's up, man? This could just be looking for consolidation on the 4 hour. Yes. If this turns around with a higher low, super bullish. Rui Fonseca Diaz, hey, what's up, bro? The Coin Bros, Bitcoin ATMs, what's up, my man? How you doing? Loot Patient, Somp, hey Jake, our alts are looking great. What do you think? What do you think we will have? Rally and alts over the weekend? So I'm getting the echo. Okay, it's always something.
Could you pull up my watch my screen real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk about alts in a second. Let's just cover BTC real quick. We're almost done. I did my whole thing on BTC, so if you missed it, definitely check it out. But let me try the headphones. You know me, my ears and my jaw doesn't really like this, but you know.
Okay, I guess I can see it now. So this was him a couple of days ago, and he was projecting a move like this with a swipe to 30K. Good, and then it fell out of that range a little bit, a little bit earlier, and then he was like, okay, here's my mean reversion indicator, or my range dump indicator. That's where it's going to hit, and then it just kissed it and shot right back up again. I thought that was so perfect, because he's been anticipating that for a long time, and it was just fucking perfect.
Holy shit.
Like, absolutely, yeah.
I missed that one.
So,
I wish I saw that.
And that indicator, I don't remember the name. Maybe, Zavi, do you remember the name? How you can find it on TradingView? Because it's not like he's got a suite of indicators that's proprietary to the dojo, but he's got some of them that are there for free, and all of them are super useful.
It's called the Dojo ATH.
It's right there. ATH,
Yeah.
ATL alerter.
Calibrating that, it seems like a pretty obvious tool. Like, just instead of like TAing levels, just doing like these retracements, these percentage retracements. But he's nailed so many smaller moves with that too, especially if you get confluence with your TA levels, with your horizontals or trend lines.
All right, so that's enough about BTC apparently. And you know what, I just want to say this because the people in the chat clearly want to talk about altcoins, and I don't mind. I'll talk about them all day too.
Yeah, I mean, it's the time to do that, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about alts, don't worry. But, you know, you have to, even if you're just trading altcoins, like, ultimately the alt chart that you're trading is most important. You know, those charts don't normally lie. But you do want to pay attention to what BTC is doing because it is the leader of the market. Like, never forget that. And, you know, if a leader becomes bearish and like truly bearish, then you just have to pay attention because you're participating in the market where the leader is bearish, and it's quite dangerous. So, yeah, with that said, I mean, let's talk about alts. I got an H bar request. We'll pull up that chart. I mean, we covered that. If you watch Good, Bad, and the Pumpy, you knew how I felt about this for some time now. I mean, that ain't bearish, you know? Like, basically, when I saw this pump happen, the first one was like way back when. It just kind of out of nowhere, but the volume was so significant. And I said, holy shit. You know, 100 sats was the low, or 90 something. But this was very significant volume, and it tried to break out and was rejected, but not major volume on the sell-off, like none, really. And, you know, kind of consolidates, but as soon as this starts to round out, and now you get this one up here, and you're just making bull flags and breaking out, like, once you're up here, this is when I'm like, hey guys, this is gonna go again. Like, this is looking great. And you know, sure enough, you hit this level, this 158 level, which I was telling you about, is very, very significant. You get candle closes right below, candle close below, candle close below. You finally pop above it. Now you're clearly using this level as support, right? You guys got to pay attention to this. This type of a structure, when you see this above resistance and it's just pinballing back and forth, but going higher and then doing it on a higher scale here, like, all of this is fucking bullish, like, straight up, like, because it's doing it right above this high volume pump. So it's cleared this resistance. There was a big sell and big buy here. Now it's gained price acceptance above. So the natural outcome will be that it will go to the next level that I outlined for you, 189. So you zoom in, 189 provided some resistance, not too much, breaks above, retests it twice, and then once it retests that twice, it just shoots right through. 250 doesn't provide any resistance, goes right through it. So if it goes through this level, the next one is this, 335. And now we're stalling, but we're making a bull flag here as well. And, you know, this is an area where you can see some extended price action, you know, boop, like that, something like that I could see happening. But if this were to curve up similar to down here, starts curving up and starts getting above like 325, 330, I think that would be a good sign that that this is going to in fact break out as well. I mean, clearly the entire downtrend has been invalidated here, but this is still a level that you want to get above. And if you do, you're looking for over 450 sats, 500 sats, quite likely. So overall on the BTC side, it's looking really good, you know. Stillman, Xavi, any alts you guys want to talk about?
I mean, there are a couple, like the ones that are doing well right now that we bought, we got
MTA
into before the did, and it actually, like, it kept going up while the whole market was tanking, and during the dip, we bought MTA, which also did really, really well.
That MTA, I don't know how, because where did you buy that? Like, on the chart? No, I mean, like, in the chart.
Like, it did.
Like, how did you know? How did you know to buy it? What did you see? This?
Okay. Let me bring that up real quick.
Oh, now I could see it here on the 4 hour. So if you have like this downtrend here, flag. This is a bull flag. Then it breaks out. But I swear I saw a chart that just looked. Yeah. This is quite obvious, actually. This is super obvious. It must be a different coin that I was thinking about. There was some other coin that Messiah was talking about where it looked like a crazy knife catch.
If you go on the 1 hour, for example, that's where I played it on both. Like I saw it on both USD and BTC side. Let me see if you got that.
USD
That's
side.
what-
This
Yeah,
this
you-
is mad
you
bullish
go.
because you have the dump, and then the bull flag that retests the low, and then does a little horseshoe above, retests it again, and then just takes off. Like this little guy here. We were talking about this on the stream as well, but like it literally just did it. And as soon as this holds, I mean, basically as soon as you start getting price action outside here, that's like a great time to speculate, in my opinion. But am I looking at the wrong chart? MTA.
No, this is the one.
That's
Yes,
the right
that's the
one,
one.
right?
Yeah.
I think it was this
You-
one.
you-
This is the
you
one.
wanna-
This is the one that. This is the one that Messiah shared. So, MTA versus F. Like I'm like, how the fuck did you know to buy this? Because like as soon as he bought, it just like went like that. But this didn't give me any reason to think it was going to reverse. Or maybe I just wasn't looking at it right. But looking at it on the daily, like it just stops on a dime, makes this, and then takes off. But even then, you still get the retest. But very bullish move. And this is getting Coinbase listing, right? Is that what's going on with them?
It's added to Coinbase custody, which
okay.
that there can be months between that and getting like the listing on the exchange.
The crowd wants Rook. I mean, hey, the
let me-
Rook
let me,
low.
let me
You
pick-
want
let me get
stream?
my-
The Rook low came in on the stream last week.
My MTA charts up real quick
Okay. Like
because you were asking like how could you buy it there.
Well, Stillman cut the bottom on that, so
I actually predicted the bottom before it happened. Yep. Let me change my windows. I wanna this one.
you're asking how he knew to buy it. When
Yeah,
it
no,
went up,
because-
but
no,
he
looking-
knew when
looking
to
at-
buy it before it went down.
yeah,
So
it's crazy.
This was when Xavi and I did our first alts and chill stream here in December, like at that point in time, and we had this triangle which looked not great, like it looked like it had some downside pressure. So we drew this quickly, and then it went there.
I
And
can't
when
see
that
your
happened,
stream for
I
some
told people
reason.
I actually wanted to play it on
Stillman, hold on. I
first, but
can't see your stream.
You can't.
No. Can you see it, Xavi?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh. I don't know why I can't. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
There it is. Now I can see. Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, we had this triangle which looked like it could break down and sweep everybody, and actually went a little bit lower than the former all-time low. And we had this squiggly before, and when that happened, I was actually trying to play it on perps, and the volume was absolutely like non-existent, and I got super frustrated and didn't find an entry. So I bought it on Uni later. So I didn't actually catch this low myself, although we alerted people that it was happening. And then
I
that was
remember
the-
that actually. Yeah.
in my opinion. And then the other day, we actually caught one of those horseshoes. Let me actually pull up the chart on Chartex. So it did this massive shakeout, and Messi commented on that on Twitter, like one whale bought the top with a ton of money, like with $1 million or something like that, or 250K, like a very, very large bag, and then he capitulated with a lot of slippage. I didn't catch that, but it then did your favorite pattern, this horseshoe thing, right here to the neckline, and that's when I signaled it. And yeah, it came back once, but now like it was a great entry.
Yeah, what a stop run right there.
And then MTA ETH actually looked really good too in that regard. So it had the same thing basically. Didn't go as low, but that also looked good. And then from there, from the entry against Ethereum, it was only up from there, and that's also something that we were looking for. So
Yeah,
that's-
that wick there. Yeah.
that week was glorious, and I'm very, very thankful that I caught Messiah's comments on it, because he is like monitoring like wallets and larger transactions with Nansen.io, So he had good comments on how that was a very, very bad move right there.
Yeah, clearly. All right, so the crowd seems to want Rook. I don't blame them. Let's see.
Only up.
Only up. Yeah, we talked about this. This wick happened. This was the stream right here. As soon as Messiah came on and started talking about it, I said, I think you just put the bottom in. Like, because I was looking for a retest of 150. It went to like 150, 155, 156. And as soon as that was bought, that was basically the bottom. It's been nothing but bullish ever since. And kind of that similar setup where, you have, I mean, if you watched last week, you would know what I'm talking about. But, you have this downtrend kind of, well, I don't know. Let me not be precise, but downtrend here and then price acceptance above, retests it here. This is like it's obviously bullish moment. Does another retest here and takes off. But like here or here, these are the areas you want to be buying, like on a breakout like this. Like you don't need to, because like each time it went up, each of these, every time, that was a chance for you to buy the top and then get shaken out and sell the bottom. And I'm sure that happened to plenty of people if they were trying to trade this like very actively. But if you see it breaking above this resistance level and gaining price acceptance, like that's a much better time to buy, because then your probability of getting immediate upside rises, where something could be stuck in a structure like this for a very long time. And you could be sitting there holding this. Meanwhile, there are other coins that you're seeing just pop off left and right that are doing this. You want to buy the coins that are doing this, right? As opposed to this. And that's really what we do, is look for stuff that has a potential to do this. As opposed to doing this, I'd rather wait for this to resolve and then play that. So you make money, pretty quickly. Someone asked about Gather. Talked about it briefly on this stream last time. It was in the same structure basically as Rook. Let's see, what's it doing? Okay. So
Yeah, that's looking mad bullish.
yeah, that looks pretty good. Like, yeah, same thing. You have bull flag going on here. Breaks out above. This little area is where you pay attention. Breaks out, retests the area. This holds. Does it again. Like this flag, and then structure here. This is like this area here and here is where you play this. Like you can try to time the bottom there, but it's tough. So you see the bottom comes, it bounces up, retests, support holds. This is where you buy. Then you break out to the next level. Overall, now it's making a flag structure above the neckline. This was a long accumulation, so some people just held on through all of this. But you could have just bought right here, and in a short period of time, now you've tripled your money. Meanwhile, there are guys buying in here, just holding on, and hoping. Now, this is putting together multiple bullish structures. Now it's crossing above the neckline, and the implications of a breakout of this flag, which it is breaking out. You want to see follow through, of course.
Much resistance, right?
Yeah, you want to see follow through, but I would be looking probably here, 15 cents. This can 2x right out of this pretty quickly. So,
and if you go to the Ethereum side, that's also looking very, very bullish. I mean, it's looking very similar right now. But
yeah, Ethereum, like the flag structure is a little bit different, because it's literally doing what that move where it pops out and then it does the horseshoe, right, where it retests and then it takes off right out of it. This is quite bullish. But it's the difference between this one is it hasn't cleared like the range high really. So
yeah.
On Ethereum, this is your resistance. And it depends on how strong Ethereum is going to be right now. But like, yeah, like here, this is your line. So this would be your next target, and if it clears this, then that holds, extreme. That would mean that it's stronger than Ethereum, right? So, that's promising. This guy keeps spamming with signal shit. What about BTC? If you want to see BTC, you could just rewind to the beginning. We covered it pretty extensively. What else? Can you check Alpha? Alpha's a Uniswap coin, right? Yeah. Alpha token.
Alpha is actually isn't Alpha on futures on Binance? Like isn't Cardi playing that whole
Yeah, I
day
know.
long?
That
I
is
think
that
so.
the one? Let's see. Alpha versus Bitcoin, incredibly bullish so far from what I'm seeing. Holy shit. What the fuck? What is this? What? Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. You see this?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That is fucking bullish. My God. What am I gonna say? That's bullish. It's bullish. I don't know. I can't call the top on that. This is incredibly bullish. What does this do? Does it matter? No.
Go up.
Yeah, this is only up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I wish I knew about this earlier.
Like, I just.
My God.
Since it's on futures.
It's wild. What a pump. Love it.
Like we've been playing it, but I have no idea what it is.
Dude, from November, 10x in BTC. That's against BTC going from like November. It's like 16K, not even 12K, or no, like 16, 15K to 40K, and this does a 20x against BTC. That's how strong it is. My God. I mean, it's got to end some point, but what a run. Congrats to whoever got that one. It wasn't me. It's unreal.
Can you take a look at Stack, S-T-A-K-E for Calo? Calo is asking.
STAKE. Stake.
Yeah, Stack.
Stake or stack?
I don't know. That's the one.
That's the one.
Stakes, right?
Stake F pair on I guess Uni. Yeah.
It's XDAI. Yep.
Okay. This is a nice hammer tuning fork wick there. Nice volume coming in here. Now it's making a bull flag. Let's look. Yeah, I mean, normally I would draw this trend line from up here, but like you could even look at it like this. Like you want to see it come out of this range, but more likely. Let's see. This has the potential for reversal. I really like how this swept down here, and now it's making a bull flag after it bounced right out of it. Like if this is to break out, you'll look for a similar price action to what we saw on Rook and Gather and all those. You're gonna want to see it probably take another trip. Like this is something where I would be buying it like 0.012 or 0.012, like 0.012. That's a place where I would just buy, and you could get like. This could end up doing this and this and this, and then finally does that, or no, it doesn't even look like that, sorry. It'll do like this, and this, and this, and then it'll do this, and then do that, and up, down, and then like that. Something like that, so you're looking for this to break above and do this and then that, but looks possible. I don't know anything about it. I mean, but it's promising. You definitely could be onto something with this one. Like keep an eye on it. Like if it goes over like 0.015, I think you really got something going there.
It's I like it too. It's hashtag good project, a bit undervalued. Supposed to be a layer 2 for Ethereum, which is actually one of the most used chain right now. This DAI.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What's the
Basically,
market cap on this guy?
The scaling solution. The only concern I have with it is if other scaling solutions might outpace it or make it obsolete, like the ZK rollups and the optimistic rollups. Could happen.
You know what, Stillman, we got an Octo question, an Octo opinion question. I think I'll let you cover that one. Right?
I love Octo.
Octo.
I like it, and I also
Stillman's a big fan of Octo.
I actually also like the chart.
Oh yeah, that's just, there's a lot to like there. I mean, that's bullish.
Yeah, open right now?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
on the USD side, it's super close. Are you on Ethereum or?
I'm on USD. Do you want to look at Ethereum?
Okay, it's the stream. I just need to wait till the stream catches up to see your screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, like, broke out, retesting, consolidating. I think the USD side still looks good, and on the Ethereum side, like 2-3 days ago, I spotted kind of a small bull flag forming.
What up,
Because on
Jayan?
the Ethereum side,
Silva.
it didn't outperform yet. But the fee sharing is going to start soon, and I like Octo because they got good tokenomics. I like them for a couple of reasons, but the good tokenomics are one of them, because they're not diluting their tokens. There's no VCs in. The tokens are all out there. Some are in a development treasury, but there's no ongoing distribution of tokens anymore. And then the fee shares from the exchange also don't get paid out in additional Octo tokens, which is kind of a terrible trade and idea, because it would just create more sell pressure. That would be very 2017. They're not doing that. It's actually getting paid out in stable coins. I think it was supposed to be Ethereum, and now recently I read that it's being paid out in DAI, some other stable coin, which could be even better than Ethereum actually. Gives you more flexibility, less dependence on daily market swings. I like that.
But for the people that don't know what Octo is, you want to just give them a brief synopsis?
Oh yeah, it's a DeFi aggregator. They basically bring a lot of services that you can do on DeFi, like trading NFTs, for example, borrowing and lending, stuff like that. They all bring that to one place, and they also are working on a decentralized exchange that's supposed to offer a user experience similar to a centralized exchange. So make it very, very easy and give it a very, very good flow and pristine feel to it. And all of the fees collected, it's completely decentralized. It's very cypherpunk. They actually wrote a very cool manifesto recently about their ethics and philosophy and designing all of this. So everything is owned by the token holders, and the token holders will earn all the fees from that aggregator platform and from the exchange.
Yeah, I have the chart up right there. I mean, this is kind of what we like, but I would say you definitely want this support to hold. If this re-enters this channel, then it has a decent potential to break down. This is like make or break. When you get one of these tight clusters of price action, either just below resistance or even above it, and this is basically the market is fighting it out to decide which way the actual move is going to go. And you don't normally get fake outs when price shoots out of either side of this. So my advice is whichever way this goes, you go with it. If this goes down, then it's bearish, most likely. If it goes up, then bullishness continues. So and being that the trend is bullish, that's how I would lean. But definitely, I don't know what's going to happen in this, but this is one of those things where if it starts to break the top of it, no telling where it can go, right? You get a real nice move. Hello?
Joshua in YouTube chat is actually bringing up Engine and Mana and GRT. Actually, during Zabis and my last stream, I actually brought up my Mana because I was very interested in that from an FA standpoint, and the chart played out very, very nicely. And also all that fundamental like catalyst stuff is happening right now.
Word.
So I'm pretty happy. Like together with that link filing by Grayscale, right? They also filed for a Mana for Decentraland Trust, I think, which gave it one push, and then they came out with an Atari partnership today. So that's another one. And the reason why I brought it up, let me just share my screen real quick so you can see the chart. Hey, can you see it?
Yep. Yeah, but just give it a second because it has to catch up. And
Yeah.
Sean, I'll do vet next for you if you want. Reef and Moon Voyages.
I'll actually wait for the stream to catch up.
The lump of shit coins. Yeah, we're good. Well, I mean, vet is pretty bullish.
So this was when we did our stream, and then we had a bit of a discussion on the chart, like that we didn't want to enter here, but wait for this or for this to happen, and the latter case was what unfolded. And from a chart perspective, I wasn't sure after this sweep, but I knew that re-entering this with volume and then flipping that level would be pretty bullish. And I talked to a couple people I know that are very, very deep in the NFT space, and they went around and looked at basically virtual spaces where you could showcase NFTs, and they ended up with Decentraland as the best place, like the most populated virtual space that we got in crypto right now. So that was one reason why I was bullish on it, basically as a not as obvious NFT play. It's not a place where you can trade them or create them, but it's a place where you could have a fancy art gallery in the district. So that was a reason, and now they came up with all these catalysts happened that I didn't expect actually, but yeah, it's been doing really, really well. I like the chart.
What a call.
That's like, it's almost to my first target that I designated here, but it just looks good, right? Like at some point it either flips this or flips this, and then it will most likely continue going.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful chart, in my opinion. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, that's incredibly
long story
bullish.
short, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the move that I want to see H-bar make. Cross that.
Yeah, and I mean, Mana always had like pretty strong fund backing, right? Like they, in a bull market, they will also come out publicly and do stuff with it, back it.
Right.
So, I think Novograd's like this one.
Really?
If I remember correctly.
This is the one that Barry's involved with this, right?
Oh yeah, Barry too. I think yeah. Right.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like it's an OG virtual space coin. Definitely.
JN Silva says y'all need to build a KJ dojo on Decentraland. Yeah, there should be a Korean Ju dojo NFT. That would be epic. That would be pretty epic.
I mean, you can actually buy land in Decentraland and put something on it.
All right, so let's look at ICX just because well, I haven't looked at it in a while, but from a BTC pairing, I mean, it did hit a level that you wanted to hit and bounce, but I mean, from a fundamental perspective, like, I'm not huge on Ethereum competitors right now. DeFi is kind of what's interesting to me, as well as coins that were popular in 2017, 18. Like, yeah, can they perform? Clearly, like you saw Mana and Gnosis and some others do well, but I'll say this: if ICX is able to reclaim this level, like you have a pretty good, it's pretty reasonable potential for upside and breakout. So, I won't let my bias against it blind me. I mean, I just haven't looked at the chart. Looking at it, if I was paying attention and it hit this level and that held, it stop ran here, but basically the same level, and it held, that would have been a good time to take risk, and I missed it. But overall, I'm not incredibly bullish on this. If this is able to reclaim this area and break above, like, I would say that above like 7,000 sats, like it can go up, but it's just such a nasty, ugly fucking chart that I'm not really too interested in it. But maybe I'll set some alerts.
From an FA standpoint, Icon 2.0 is going to release pretty soon, and they are also releasing a DeFi infrastructure. I mean, obviously, like everybody wants to hop on that boat, right? And I'm not sure how useful it's going to be. I mean, OneChain has been working on theirs and actually has their DeFi infrastructure pretty upward for a while now, and nobody cares. So we'll see. We'll see how much it can pump because of that. I mean, the chart looks like it could re-enter that range, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you start getting daily closes above 4,000, like, I think that would kind of signal the potential for this wave to be broken. So, over 5,000 sats, I think you could safely buy. And people will say it's FOMO, but I think if it goes to 5,000 sats, and that's like a 2x from here. So, like, if you're playing now, you're really just speculating. I mean, because this could be a bear flag that breaks down and then brings it to even lower territories, right? So, I don't know. I don't feel great about it here, but it's something that I'll keep an eye on because I can see the potential from the chart. VeChain's something that's looking a bit better, right? It was able to cross just above 100 sats. That's a very key level for me. You have your neckline here, and this is the same. This was the bull flag that led to the high. So we're starting to gain acceptance up here, moving average right there. So, like, if you're able to cross over 110, like, this can move very, very quickly. And on the USD side, and then, like, if you look, it's funny how the market, stuff lines up, right? So after this initial test pump, that ended up being a bull flag that broke out to bring this year's high or last year's high. Look at where the level is. 110, right where this MA is going to be. So if it pops up over 100, everybody's going to be excited. Shit, it's over 100. It's at 110. Oh, it's being rejected. It's okay. I'll buy support. And it could break down, So not saying that it will, but this level is more key than 100 for me here. So, if it gets above this, that's like pretty convincing that this has a chance. So, yeah. I mean, and on the USD side, it looks really good. What's up? Sorry.
I have a personal request.
Personal request?
Talking about ICX and Korean Asian coin and DeFi, can you take a look at Terra?
Terra? T-E-R-A?
Luna, right?
Yeah.
Luna or Terra? What's the ticker?
Terra is the stable coin. Luna is the coin.
Luna. What, on Binance?
I think the most history will be on KuCoin.
Okay.
I got Luna charts ready.
Yeah? Alright, good. You go for it, because I haven't charted it. But let me I want to take a look at it too.
Yeah, of course.
On versus Bitcoin? Okay. So Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see your chart. Terra.
So I got it open now. Just wait until the screen can catch up.
It's very close. Very close.
Yeah, I'm checking the screen.
This Jay Juster guy is annoying. Jesus Christ. YouTube chat, very annoying.
So the first time we played Luna was before this first pump, like somewhere around here, I can remember, before it broke out. Messi would say that this fan is invalidated now because we broke below, but it has been respected, and I think that this action right here still shows us that it has some relevance. This is also from an earlier stream we did. The entry is basically escalating a bit, right? So I like how this is looking on the BTC side. This 2-day chart. We actually got a nasty candle here.
The 3 hours is pretty
range.
ugly.
Actually, this is close to a buying spot on the BTC pairing, in my opinion. Like you have that nice rounded bottom right here. It's breaking out. Now it's retesting that angle.
Zoom in a little
So
bit
I
there,
like
Stillman. On the 3 hour, I don't really like what it's doing.
No?
If you could zoom in a little bit closer on that, just on the end of the price action there. Shit. Something's up with Discord.
You think that this
Okay.
rejection is too nasty?
So you see how, well, on the 3 hour, yeah, and it's going to be the same on the 1 hour or any resolution. You see how when you get the pump candle and then it starts to make the flag, you get those wicks right in the beginning there? I don't like when those wicks get violated. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is the 1 hour. Okay. So, all right. So this and that level with the MA. Okay. So that's the support that needs to hold then. Yeah. This looks different because you had
it's
had
very,
this
very
price
close.
action
That's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
3 hour. It looks like it could go into free fall, and that's deceptive. That's why I like to look at things in multiple time frames as myself, also. But on the 1 hour, you can see very clearly that, you know, you get the pullback, it hits off of one of your fib levels, and then it takes off, puts in the high. Now it looks like the wave is capitulating, but there's still support under it. So, you know, this could turn around.
Yeah, it's basically going for this 1 hour FDR right here, right? The engulfing candle. This is where it failed to return on its way up. So that's an important level here on the 1 hour.
Right. I would say if that level goes, it's nasty.
Forget about it for a while. Yeah, that's probably accumulating longer. And the USD chart just have been looking bullish since forever. Actually, it's just very, very steady uptrend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
That's nice. I mean, a lot of coins in the market look like that in terms of trend. So
yeah. So for the original question that I proposed or posed in the title is the bull market over? I mean, it could be, but it doesn't mean you can't make money. And you know, if Bitcoin is confusing you, like, you can play alts because a lot of them have setups that are promising, and if you know how to structure risk reward and know when to get out if you're wrong, like, I don't see why there shouldn't be risk being taken here. I see a lot of things. A lot of stuff looks good, frankly, on both BTC pairing as well as USD, in my opinion.
Let me actually pull one thing out in terms of, is the bull market over or not? Like, the Fear and Greed Index chart, I've charted that actively since like beginning of last year.
Wow, we went from 40 to 74 in one day. Holy shit.
Yeah, the fact that this dumped like this, and you gotta be aware that this exact area is the strongest support on this chart. It's basically it's
the midline. Yeah.
It's EQ point. So this is super strong support, and this is definitely a panic and an overreaction. So I would always buy this fear. And personally, I doubt that the bull market is over. Like, highly doubt that. But at least trading this in terms like this is not where you sell, in my opinion.
No.
At all.
No.
You at least
concur.
play a big bounce, which already is unfolding. right now.
Yeah.
Um,
So Cornholio says,
we're
why
back
buy
in
USD pairing if BTC is going down? Well, I think the chart that you're trading is comes first and foremost, right? So if the USD pairing is bullish, then it's just bullish. I mean, it means that BTC is going to chop around, and this is going to gain against BTC, or BTC is going to go up, and this is going to go up slowly against BTC. I mean, that's kind of like what would happen if the chart were to remain bullish, right?
We actually did a stream. Like I did a stream. I can't remember when. Beginning of January, just dedicated to BTC pairings when Bitcoin dominance was topping out, because it's also an opportunity. Like if you ignore the USD chop for a bit, that your portfolio will reflect. If you look at it daily. It's also a very, very rare phase where you can make a lot of Bitcoin quickly by trading altcoins. Like if you look at that Decentraland chart, that's basically doubling the BTC you put in there within like a week, right? So, and BTC is worth a lot right now.
Yeah.
So
the H bar tripled it in a
BTC
week.
holdings for the next leg it does when it starts crushing alts again, and then you gotta not get freaked out by USD movements, in my opinion. Like it depends on your goals and how you set them, on what time frame, right? For what phase of the market.
Agreed. Marco Ricciardi said, if we had 3 Bitcoin, should we be selling it to stable to buy it back in altcoins? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think here would be the place. I think you want to be diversified. But that's only like if you know what you're doing. Like if you don't know anything about altcoins or trading at all, you should go to trading-dojo.com. But first and foremost, if you want to learn more, but if you don't know anything at all, and you're all in on Bitcoin and you're just a Bitcoin investor, there's nothing really wrong with that. Stick to what's worked for you. But if you want to trade between USDT, Bitcoin, alts, Uniswap, get involved with everything, then you're going to need to be able to control your diversification and have a balanced portfolio as opposed to just all in on Bitcoin. And I think that's probably the best approach. But it's not something you can do half-assedly, because you can end up stuck.
Yeah, and I think if you're coming from BTC,
I don't like this really, but this can definitely hold. Like if it just bounces like somewhere around here and comes out, this is definitely going to 35K. But however, if this were to break below this 32, then it has the potential to get real nasty. This can get nasty quick. So yeah, I would keep an eye on it. But so far, the trend is now bullish on the hourly. So, this is an area where you would buy. Really, you'd be buying all of this. If you're stopped like somewhere down here, you buy around here. But can it break down? Absolutely. It'd be interesting. Sorry, Stillman.
I was just saying, like, if you exclusively own BTC, then I wouldn't overcomplicate things by moving into USDT and then buying altcoins with that. No. I would just chart BTC pairings and play BTC pairings in order to increase that holding, and use stops on that so you don't jeopardize your BTC position too much if things go wrong. And yeah, just stack some sats.
Yeah, man. Yeah, keep an eye. We'll check out BTCD also, but how many Bitcoin should we buy?
Stack some ETH,
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, ETH. Yeah.
You can do that too.
Zilica's chart. They wanted to know. I mean, this is a great pump. If this is breaks out, then there's upside. But frankly, I don't know. I don't have the answer on this one. I don't know. I mean, it could definitely still be bullish. Like, I would say if it crosses back over 200, I'd start paying attention very closely. It did, and now 215, 220, like ultimately, if it goes over like 215, I think you have a decent potential to go to at least this level here. It's like 250. Over that, and I mean, I guess it could continue, and do something bullish. But here I'm not too sure. This kind of reminds me of ICX's wave a little bit. So I don't know if fundamentally Zilliqa has something really good going on, but I would be cautious for this because it literally reminds me very much of ICX structurally. So let's look at it. And Zilliqa's done phenomenal, so I'm not trying to shit on Zilliqa at all. I'm just calling it like I see it. You guys asked me to look at stuff, and some of them I haven't looked at, but you have this wonderful pump here, which I called the top on, by the way, just saying. And then you make a bull flag, right? So you have your bull flag, breaks out, here's your structure. Are you guys getting it? Nasty fake out, and then it here holds, and then it just fucking takes off and takes out this high. And at this point it looks really, really bullish, but then it dumps. And hey, I think this looks more like the ICX fractal, to be honest, because look where it goes right there. And then it does a bear flag, and then it really dumps. So, just like I said earlier, like these type of structures are critical. If this is to break down and it goes below here, like
KJ, just for interest, you are dropping in and out like crazy.
It's too bad. That's too bad. I guess it's time to end.
Stabilizing. I think it's stabilizing now, but you were gone for and the stream was also pausing for a bit.
Yeah, I lost I lost a lot of viewers too. What a bummer. I gotta figure out what's going on with this fucking Verizon Fios, because ever since I upgraded the internet, it's gotten worse, and not happy about it. So it's unfortunate, because this is like a crazy looking fractal right here, right? Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I see.
It's the same fucking thing, really.
Wow, that's actually pretty scary.
This is
not only for Zilliqa.
I might short this. I might short this.
Wow.
This is shortable, to be honest. It is. I don't know. Maybe higher, right? So here. It goes up here, 240. I don't know what that means on USDT, but you look at it on USDT, because if it does this move, I don't care what Bitcoin's doing, you're going to want to be short USDT Zilliqa if you can. So let's write that in the notes. We'll keep an eye out for that. But this is
that starts to confirm you got a long time to short it too. But I'm actually thinking, what does that mean for the market? Is something wrong with Zilliqa, or is BTC?
Yeah, it's a 2017 ICO. I don't know.
Obviously something's wrong with it, right?
This is the one chart that we've seen so far that and not that it even looks bad. It's just I looked at it and I was like, this really reminds me of. I'm like, I've seen I just looked at this chart. It's the same chart, as ICX. So, yeah, I would exercise caution. And on that note, this stream actually, we've been going for about an hour. My wife is going to kill me if I don't go downstairs for dinner. So I'm going to jump off. I want to thank Stillman and Xavi for joining. That was fun. Kind of impromptu. I didn't tell them we were doing this. We just said, hey, who wants to jump on? And fuck it, let's talk about some altcoins. Let's talk about the market. And, this is what we do every day. So, it's nothing for us. It's a pleasure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry about the shitty quality. It really, for the people that know me and follow me and watch my stuff, they know that when it comes to poor technical performance of the stream, that's the most upsetting thing that happens for me. So I really bother it, but bothers me.
you gotta fly in Chris one day, and he gotta set up
Yeah.
your whole internet routing. And
Yeah, I
stuff.
think I'm gonna have to fly Chris in. Oh, so
Yeah.
listen to what Chris Babdaraki says. Yeah, so some issues with Zill transaction code. There was fears. Think it happened a week ago. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, so something could continue to happen with that. I mean, this is eerily similar. So for the people because I know some good guys that love Zill, and I'm pulling for you. I hope it goes. I hope it goes way. I hope it goes your way, and but at the same time, be smart and be careful and don't be too stubborn. If this, like, even the strongest holder, like if it goes below here, like, it's not good. There's nothing good. It's not good. Can it bounce? Sure. Can you buy higher? Yes. You can buy something a little higher than you sold and still make money. It shouldn't stop you from buying it if it does something that would give you the assumption that the price is going to continue going up. But if it starts to make this move, like, you don't want to be part of that. So be careful. Yeah, you guys have anything to add before we jump off?
I don't think so.
No? Did you guys see my man bun? Wanna check it out? Behold my man bun.
I actually didn't notice.
I don't know what it is. You guys like that shit? All right, well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, smash the like button, and yeah, definitely follow me on Twitter, because, like, for me to do these streams, you don't understand. Like, I catch a lot of shit. Every time I do a stream, like, that night, I'm getting no ass, like, at all. It's not happening. Like, it just doesn't happen, because my wife is putting the kids to sleep, she's cleaning up dinner, she's cooking, and it's like, I'm on a stream from like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night, and as soon as I come back in the room, it's like I'm getting yelled at. Even though she knows what I'm doing, I'm doing God's work. I'm doing the right thing here, but it doesn't matter. She's just salty because she's got kids and they're a pain in the ass. So whenever I do these, I make a sacrifice. You got to understand that, and I need you to like these videos. Because if you don't like it, and I see like these bots in the comments and trolls, it makes me feel like why the fuck am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, when you look at these other streams and these guys that get like thousands and thousands of views, I used to get thousands of views too, but I stopped because the market was shit, and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Tell you the market's shit? No. So I just didn't want to do it. But these guys, the content that we do is, I think anybody watching, like, if you compare, it's cut at a different level than what you're getting on these other streams, and we enjoy doing it, but at the same time, it's work. It's work. It's work. I got the technical issues. I got my wife to deal with, and my ears hurt now. My jowls hurt, and yeah. I don't know. Now I'm talking myself out of doing this ever again. Now I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
ending on a high note.
Yeah, I'll really end on a high note.
Smash the like button. Come on, smash the like.
Smash the like button, please, or I'll never do it again. Yeah.
Smash the like. KJ won't smash anything tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely not smashing anything. This vasectomy was a total waste. I mean... All right, guys. You guys have a good night. I'm glad somebody enjoyed